Hi, it's Nancy Nardin, and today I'll be talking about Conversica. Conversica is an AI solution. It identifies leads that are ready to have conversations with your salespeople. Let me explain. You pay a lot of money on things like online advertising and trade shows to drive a large quantity of leads that need to be qualified. And that's a good thing. The problem is there's no way for salespeople to know which ones are ready to have a conversation. You don't want salespeople to spend their time calling and emailing leads only to find out that they aren't interested in talking. Do you? Of course not. But you don't have a choice. Every lead has to be contacted in order to find the good ones. If only there was a better way. Well, that way is Conversica. Conversica uses AI and machine learning, just a fancy way to say they've created a virtual sales assistant to engage every single lead, no matter how many. The virtual sales assistant is not a real human, but it appears to be. That's where the AI and machine learning come in. Think about it. Your marketing team could be generating thousands of leads, and yet the cold reality is that on average, a salesperson will make no more than 2 attempts to reach a lead before they just give up. Now, we know from research that it can take 9 to 12 attempts before a lead responds. That's just to get a response. There's still the process of identifying if they'd like to talk, when they'd like to talk, who else should be on the call, what's the best number to reach them, and the million other steps needed to have a conversation take place. That's the problem Conversica solves with its AI sales assistant. I want to show you how the solution works. First, give your AI assistant a name. In this case, we'll call her Rachel Brooks. Let's imagine that Rachel is following up on a list of 4,000 people that stopped by your booth at a large trade show. She very politely asks if they would like help setting up an appointment. Now, a real salesperson would have to remember to try again and then again and again if they didn't get a response. And they would have to do that for hundreds or thousands of leads. Rachel handles them with no problem. Then she sends a second follow-up, and the email dynamically changes each time. The subject line, the body, even the question, just like a human sales rep would do. After a third email attempt in this scenario, she gets a response asking for a follow-up in a few months. Now, Rachel knows what to do next. She'll actually know to pause herself. To further show the system's capabilities, let's imagine that when Rachel sends her next follow-up 3 months later, she gets an out-of-office response. The AI can interpret the message, identify the return date, and she'll follow up on that return date. In this example, let's say the lead responds back to Rachel and acknowledges that she is indeed interested. In fact, she used your solution before and would like to use it at her current company. Rachel understands how to interpret the message, marks it as a hot lead, requests the best phone number because she checked and she can see there's no record of a phone number in CRM. When she gets the number, she'll even add it to CRM. Of course, Rachel will also forward the lead to the salesperson with the appropriate background information. I can guarantee you there's no way this particular lead would have converted. It's too much for a salesperson to keep track of when new leads are coming in every day. You get the picture? Every single lead is pursued until it can be determined which ones are interested in a conversation with the salesperson. Conversica is a virtual sales assistant that pursues every single lead to identify which are conversation ready. It eliminates the hard work of contacting, engaging, nurturing, and qualifying every lead to find the good ones. That means salespeople can spend more time talking to real prospects. And it's why we've named Conversica our recommended sales technology of the week.